Hi, I'm Neil Turner, Director of Gymnasium Equipment Sales for Draper. Today we're at Walnut Grove Elementary in Bargersville, Indiana. Here at Walnut Grove we have 6 ceiling suspended backstops. 2 of them are forward folding, 4 of them are side folding. All of them have electric height adjusters. We also have fold-up divider curtain, wall pads, volleyball equipment, and a smart gym control system. We're going to take a good look at it, deep dive into it, talk about the capabilities, and demonstrate what it can do. So let's go over and look at the control panel. We're here at the touch screen for the smart gym. This touch screen is our Ethernet version. This is the 10-inch screen. There's a 7-inch version. There's also a 5-inch text version. Beyond this, there's also the option of using a tablet control system, either iOS or Android, and a closed wireless network. The closed wireless network is important because you don't want people to be able to get onto that network and operate equipment from remote locations. The closed network ensures that the operator is in the general area and has to watch the equipment as it runs. It mirrors this touch screen. Those screens look identical. It's just tablet based. To use the system, you simply walk up to it, touch it, and it asks you for a password. It takes a 4-digit password that is programmable by the facility. There's also a backdoor password so that if something were to happen with your password, you can always get into your system by calling Draper. You enter your password, the 4 digits, and you hit enter, and it brings you to the operation selection screen. In this case, we have a graphic screen, so there's a map of the gym in here. You can see the backstops and the divider curtain are all labeled, and you can go pick your court that you want to operate with. You can go to the main court or either the cross courts. Let's look at the main court. You bring it up and there's a map of the main court, and you can see the equipment that's on the court. You've got backstop 1 and backstop 2 and the divider curtain in the middle. You can run any item at a time. I can run backstop 2 and bring it down just by pushing the down button. Can run it back up. Okay. This job has electric height adjusters on it. I can bring the height adjuster down or run it back up to the full height. One of the nice features about this system that's built into every system though is you should have height adjusters in the up position when the backstop is folded. So as you fold the backstop, the height adjuster automatically goes to the up position. So when you hit the up to fold it, the height adjuster raises as you were doing it. Also on this screen you will see the option to run the divider curtain. Same principle, down button, up button. And then you'll see here where we've got the main court. This button will run both backstops on this main court simultaneously. It'll bring them both all the way down to the playing position or both all the way up to the up position. Cut your setup time in half. Typical backstop takes about 2.5 to 3 minutes to run. So instead of running 1 backstop at a time, you can run 2. Push the back button here. You can go back to the operation selection screen. Let's look at court 2. Court 2 shows the backstop 3 and 4 are on court 2. It's laid out very similar to the main court we looked at. Also shows the divider curtain here. You have individual buttons to control each backstop and each height adjuster, as well as the divider curtain. And you've got the court button. The court button will again raise both backstops on this court at the same time or lower them at the same time. Again, cutting setup time. This is a feature not available in all control systems, but is a nice benefit on the systems that do have it. Let's go back to our operation selection screen. Court 3 is a mirror of court 1, same type of equipment. But down the other side you see some other buttons. One of them is to allow you to change your password. You simply hit the change password and you hit yes or no. And when you hit yes, it asks you, tells you hit clear and enter the new password. I can pick the password I want. Tells you what you entered and you hit enter. Confirms that that's your password. Now we've changed the password on the system. That's only the user programmable password. That backdoor password's always there for you to get in by calling Draper. There's also an opportunity to run auxiliary devices, okay? In this case, The auxiliary devices, there were some spare relays in our system, so instead of just having them dead and not doing anything, we give you the opportunity to put on and off switches or up and down switches on here. So in the future, if they decided they wanted to add a projection screen to the system, and they could put it on auxiliary 3 and raise it up and down. Or if they wanted to put lights on here, they could make auxiliary 1 and just be the on-off button. Those are not programmed at this time. There's nothing on this system, but if they have future, they can grow into the future onto this system. Back up one more and we'll look at window shades, okay? This job specifically, he wanted us to control the window shades on the building. You go here and there's 8 window shades, and then there's a button here to run all. Okay, you can run each one individually, or again, you can run all of them all at once. In this case, we're controlling window shades, but there's a lot of other things that we can control and have controlled with the Smart Gym. We can control bleachers, we can control projection screens, we can turn lights on and off, we can turn power on and off the scoreboard. Virtually anything that's electrical can be controlled with the Smart Gym. It may take a little bit of planning, but there's so many capabilities, the things we can control within the system. There's also some other things that can happen within the system that's rather unique. We've had systems that we've connected to the fire alarms within the building to automatically raise divider curtains when the alarm went off so that the egress is open. That is extremely unique to the Draper Smart Gym system. We know of no other system that can do that. Other unique features here are these 2 top buttons that I'm showing you here. Those are what we call court setup button. When on the main courts and the side courts, there's a nice feature to be able to run both backstops at the same time, and it cuts on your setup time. These buttons will cut it even further. It takes careful planning to put these types of controls into a system because you got to make sure you don't overload circuits. But if you work with the electrician, the architect, and the owner on the front end, you can do almost anything you want in the gym. In this case, I'm going to show you the option here for what we call game setup. If I push the button for game setup, you'll hear lots of equipment running, and what we're doing is we're lowering both main court backstops, raising 4 side court backstops, and the divider curtain all at the same time. One button. You're cutting your setup time here by 60%, 70% or more. The other option is to go to, if I want to go practice setup, does the exact opposite. It raises the main court backstops, lowers the divider curtain, and lowers the forward side court backstops. We know of no other system that can run equipment in opposing directions at the same time. And again, everything in here is momentary contact, so you're supposed to watch it while it's running. And you've got the other safety features built in there, like you're raising your height adjusters at the same time your backstop's raising so that they don't fold into something that's not planned for. Smart Gym just has a lot of capabilities. It's almost limitless on what we can control. It just takes some careful planning, some forethought. If you'd like to know more about Draper's Smart Gym control system, please feel free to contact Draper at 800-238-7999 or consult our website.